and David Tafori worked for President Obama's campaign and is also a former State Department official. Gentlemen, great to have both of you with us as we wait for John Kirby to come out here. David, let me start with you. Your reaction to that poll that more than half of those asked said they don't think the president is tough enough in this environment.
Well, that poll means that about half either think he has been just about right or he should be doing less. So he's really basically in the middle there. And what I caution people about this war is to not take a snapshot on one day as to how things are going and judge everything based on that, because the war is very fluid and constantly changing. And President Biden and his administration will ultimately be judged several months from now when people look back and say, did we do enough to help the Ukrainians resist this invasion? And right now it's about half and half, but it's likely to shift. And what President Biden wants is for the American people to believe that he did everything he could do short of sending in American troops to help the Ukrainians. When I was leaving Ukraine about 3 weeks ago, what Ukrainian officials were saying is that they were worried about Russians who understood that they weren't going to be able to take all of Ukraine, entrenching in certain positions in Ukraine. And that's what we see happening in Mariupol, where they've taken the city, most of the city, although not all the city, and they've surrounded the city. And the Ukrainians are not going to let that stand. They need to push the Russians out of Mariupol ultimately, but they don't have all the weapons they need and the weapons systems they need to do that. They mostly have received defensive weapons. So that's also going to be a new test for the Biden administration as it continues to provide weapons to Ukraine.